like Wayne was talking about, that stops love is fear. So on the count of 3, I want you to turn to your joy buddy on one side, then the other. I want you to grab them gently by the shoulders. I want you to shake them like this and say, wake up, wake up. This really matters. Both sides. 1, 2, 3, go. Wake up, wake up. This really matters. Wake up, wake up. This really matters. Okay, stop shaking now. Some are losing teeth. Nice job, you guys, nice job. You know, you are going to love the next piece. Have you ever had Bruce Lipton speak to you? You have. Okay, so how many have read his book, The Biology of Belief? How many have seen him on YouTube? Okay, no, not that many. Look, Wayne mentioned him, but Bruce Lipton is this extraordinary cellular biologist who's also an epigeneticist, who has taught us tremendous things. His research showed us that the nucleus of the cell is not, in fact, the powerhouse of the cell. In fact, genes aren't that important other than reproducing protein in the body, which actually is quite important anyway, but, you know, they're not determining the rest of your life, and we'll come back to that in a minute. However, one of the core things he talks about is that our perceptions control everything. And many of the things Wayne was talking about, really, you just put another word on it, it's perceptions. The way we choose to look at things, the way we view other people, the way we view things that happen to us, all of these things are absolutely critical. And I want to show you just a little video clip that demonstrates how much in life we consistently look at what is going wrong. And our perceptions are all skewed. So thanks, guys. Could we please have that first video?
Every year of every day, thousands of people fall victim to FWP.
I'm so cold.
Starving. Nobody cares about me.
Also known as first world problems.
I'm so cold. Somebody set the AC to 72. I need it at 73.
Starving. All we have is leftovers. Nobody cares about me. Nobody commented or liked my status.
Hi, I'm Ryan Higa, and for just 5 hours of attention a day, you could help somebody with FWP.
Everyone keeps putting so much pressure on me. I don't know what I want for my birthday.
I have too much chips for my dip. But if I open a new dip, I'll have too much dip for my chips.
Why does Apple keep making new iPhones? Now I have to get another one?
They've been through so much struggle.
The remote's over there, but I'm all the way over here.
So much hardship.
My iPhone 5 is too big for my skinny jeans.
So much attention.
I poured my cereal without checking to see if we had milk. We did it.
So please, show your support and send them this video. And show them how much we care about their FWPs.
I bought too many groceries. Now I'll have to make 2 trips.
All you have to do is call the URL, 1-800.org, and we'll send you the FWP helping kit, which includes a bridge, a straw, and a full cup with a cover. Here's a bridge. Now get over it. Here's a straw. Now suck it up. Here's a full cup. Now shut the full cup. With your help, we can put an end to FWPs and focus on the real problems, like starving children or homeless people. Because if you're complaining about something as silly as the iPhone 5, just wait till you see the iPhone 6. Oh, this is the iPhone 5S. This is the iPhone 6.
Isn't that awesome? Now, don't clap, we haven't got time. Now, the astonishing thing about that is that it represents how so many of us think about stupid things every day. Don't you agree? And you're kind of in a sheltered workshop here, you know? You're surrounded by people who are positive and motivated and enthusiastic and interested in learning, and it doesn't matter what age a person is in this room, you're all doing something to grow and develop. And taking time out of your lives to do it. How many people do you know who normally do that? The rest of them are walking around going, oh, yeah, 72, I need it at 73. You know, like, I'm so tired, I haven't got time to do anything. How do you do it? I don't know, I could never do that. And Bruce Lipton talks about a petri dish. Petri dish, you all know what a petri dish is? So petri dishes are those little dishes, and that's where he did all his research with the cell in the petri dish. And you know, when you're looking at that, it represents your life. Your life is actually a petri dish. And what you're doing at the moment, you as the cell in the petri dish, you are in the most nourishing, nurturing, growing, developing culture medium that you can be in. You know, Bruce Lipton, he took stem cells and he replicated the stem cells, and he had 50,000 of them, and he split them into 3 groups. This is one of his many experiments. And he put them into 3 different petri dishes with different medium, different solution stuff around the cells. And they grew into different cells. Some were muscle, some were nerve, some were bone. The only thing that changed was the medium, not the cells, not the inside of the cells. It was the medium surrounding the cells. So the medium surrounding the cells transforms the nature of the cell. What you are doing right now is nourishing every cell in your body. When you fill this medium with joy and learning and support and care and no fear, when you fill the whole thing with this, this cell explodes with just that one session with Wayne is enough for your cells to become more light. But this is what most of us are doing. Here we've got this beautiful surrounding where, mind you, who's in charge of this culture? Yeah, we all are. We're in charge of our own culture. And what's more, Bruce Lipton talks, there's this great movie I watched the other night called The Most Important Hour of Your Life. And it's worth watching. And he's got this interesting spiral going up when it gives you the history of once upon a time there was just a cell on the planet, and then those cells got with other cells, and all those cells became a community and they became an amoeba. And then there was a lot of amoebas, and a lot of amoebas joined up and became a human. And then lots of the humans are joining up, and now, as Wayne talks, we're heading towards humanity, which is where everybody realizes we're all one. So we might have a whole lot of petri dishes around with cells in it. These are all the people. But we're all starting to connect because the cell membrane is the area where we connect. And he's doing some awesome research. So my thing to you is look at the culture you're surrounding yourself in. It's rarefied atmosphere here. This is a very nourishing environment. So if I were you, I'd be doing it more often because you're feeding the cells. Because when you go back out, what happens to this culture? You get infected. You get infected because then you start to see people that I call black dotters. See, black dotters live in a petri dish that's full of joy and white light and beauty, but they go, yeah, but there's a black dot. Oh no, there's another black dot. Oh, there's another black dot. Oh no, the world is full of black dots. Black dots are everywhere. Look out for the black dots. And they're living in all this like beauty and joy and light and stuff, and all they do is focus on the black dots. Don't you know people like that? See, what do you call those things in a kitchen with gas? Stove, thanks, yeah. Menopause sucks words out. Anyway, it's a stove, and on a stove there's a switch, and if you turn the switch one way, the gas pilot light goes whoomph and ignites into flame, and you turn the other way, whoomph, it dies. Well, every single person you meet has got a pilot light inside their hearts. That's what the center of this is, the heart. And every one of us, every moment has a choice to either look at someone and lift them up with a word, a glance, or anything, and ignite their spirit. Or we can do this. And I call these people spirit fuffers. Now, your mission, should you choose to accept it, it's highly unlikely that there's a fuffer in this room, but it's possible. And haven't you ever worked with a fuffer? What's it like being around fuffers? It's like awful. And if you work, it'll only take one fuffer in this whole room to suck the group energy down. One fuffer to be going, oh, the food wasn't very, we didn't have long enough for lunch. Oh, yeah, I'm not God. One fuffer, and the whole group down. And if you work with a fuffer, what's it like when they leave? It's awesome, isn't it? All of a sudden, everybody's laughing and happy and the team's smiling. How many of you in leadership roles? Just fill me in leadership. I thought most of you would. Okay. When you are recruiting people, you cannot get a fuffer. I'm serious. And if you're sitting there going, oh, I've never had a fuffer I've never worked with a fuffer. Look in a mirror. It's on the cards, you're it. You know? And if you've got children who are fuffers, you think, oh, I've got 5 fuffers as children. Look in a mirror. Where do you think they learnt it? You've got to be a spirit igniter. So on the count of 3, you're going to look at your joy buddy one side, then the other. Remember, you're a joy buddy. You are not a, I can't believe we're doing this. Can you believe we're doing this? Like, how stupid do I feel? Because honestly, it's ridiculous. Because one of the big fears that everybody deals with in life is faux what? Now, do you know what faux what is? Fear of what others think. And you know, I hate to burst your bubble, but honestly, truly, honestly, no one else is ever thinking about you, ever. Ever. Because they are so obsessed with what you are thinking about them, they don't have time to think about you. Do you get this? Like, boss, okay, boss comes out of an office. And boss looks very bad mood. Walks out, going up this, and slams the door. And now, what do you think everybody in the office is doing? Do you think they look up and go, oh, poor boss. Oh, I hope everything's all right at home. Hope they're okay. Oh, look, let's all work really hard to help the boss feel better. No. Everybody looks up and goes, whoa, do you see the boss? Do you see the boss? Oh, no, do you reckon they found out what we did last week? Oh, no, what does this mean for us? Do you think we're going to lose our jobs? Do you think the economy's got... You know, the boss had gas. It had nothing to do with anybody sitting there. But before you know it, 45 people have done no work for the last hour because they've been discussing what the boss's face meant for them. Do you understand? No one else is ever thinking about you. So ignore all of that, be who you really are, and expand your hearts a little bit. Because for some people, you guys are pretty good, but there's still a few who are going to be more shy and retiring. And you know, you were not born shy. You did not come out here and go, I'm shy. You probably got programmed into being shy because somewhere you were with your parent when you were this tall and you were frightened and you clung onto your parent's leg and your parent covering for you said, oh, she's shy. He's shy, he's fine, he's just shy, that's all, he's just shy. And you had that embedded into you. No one is born shy. So throw yourselves into this. Think about connecting with God and serving others, which is the fast track to joy. That's what Mum told me. Fast track to joy. Connect to God, serve others. You're a joy buddy. Your mission is to make the eyes sparkle of your joy buddy either side. Because when somebody's excited, motivated, enthused, or inspired, what do their eyes do? They sparkle. And everybody knows the answer to that question. But you know, physiologically, there is no textbook that says eyes sparkle because goo goes in them, and that goo has sparkly stuff in it. It's magic. In fact, let's start off this way on the count of 3, because you've got no more faux what, gone. You are going to look into your eye, the eyes of your joy buddy, and you're going to say, today, I'm going to put the sparkle back into your eyes. Today, I'm going to put the sparkle back into your eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Today, I'm going to put the sparkle back into your eyes. Today, I'm going to put the sparkle back into your eyes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully nobody did this. Okay, nobody poked anybody in the eye, did they? No. Okay, good. Come back, come back. Now, this time you're going to turn to them and reinforce that by looking at them and doing exactly what I'm doing, okay? It doesn't work if you don't do exactly what I'm doing, because what we're doing right now is changing the cellular memory. And to change the cellular memory, you have to do stuff. And if there's anybody sitting there going, I hate that stuff where we have to do it. I wish she'd just let us listen. I just want to listen. No, because you don't change unless you're a speaker like Wayne Dyer, and I'm not. So, on the count of 3, you're going to turn to your joy buddy either side and do exactly this. You're going to move your arms like this. This is particularly hard for the guys. Okay, so wait. Fellas, ladies, you need to hear this too, because when women speak, we move our face, our voice, our hands, everything. You know, our voice goes up and down, and women love this, and the women in the audience are watching, they're loving it, it's fabulous. This is driving the men nuts. Because this is the way men communicate with each other. Men keep their bodies very, very still, they keep their faces flat, they keep their voices flat, they move only very slowly. Men think this is absolutely fabulous. In fact, for the first time, I can't even think, see? I can't even speak or think because I can't move. But for the first time, in the entire time I've been talking, every single man in the room has suddenly gone. Because now I'm saying something intelligent. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm saying the way men speak to each other, so they think I'm intelligent. I can't even speak. And as soon as I slip back into female speak, where I can think again, the guys go, oh, look, a blonde. No, guys, it's just the way women communicate. So you're going to learn how to communicate like a woman. So on the count of 3. Oh, and by the way, when you are talking to a woman, the more you can make noises and move your arms, the more bonking points you get. I know you don't say it in America, but they are points that you want to get, boys. And I might just point out that there is a very, very big difference between the way women deal with stress and the way men deal with stress. And just before I go into it, one of the core things, this is all about relationships, and I'm going to spend a lot of time on the relationship you have with yourself, like Wayne did, because that, above all else, is fundamental. But we also have to relate to others. And see, fellas, when women get stressed, we need to talk about the problem. And we talk and 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 talk until we've covered every single aspect of what it is that could be bothering us. And we just want to talk. In fact, you'll often see 2 women talking simultaneously on different topics. And we can respond appropriately because we can multi-track. Or you'll see another woman listening to a woman who's talking about a problem, and the woman who's listening is going, oh, no, you're joking. He did what? Oh, my God. Oh, no. We love this, fellas. We love it because it means you're validating our feelings. Now, nobody's taught men this. Nope. Because men come into a relationship, they're listening to a woman talk about a problem. Here's a picture of a man. Could we do this after the football? No! You've got to make noises while we're talking. You've got to, if you want us to shut up, you've got to go, oh, oh, oh. In fact, I've got a video for you. I won't play it now, but I'll play it a bit later on, that it perfectly sums up the difference. But see, what women don't know is that when men get stressed, so the research originally was done on men and rats. Have you noticed just how much medical research is done on men and rats? And you know, surprise, we're not rats. No matter how you perceive us. Anyway, so just recently they've started doing research on women. Oh, there's a treat. And we handle distress completely differently. We tend and befriend. That's what we need to do. Physiologically, that's what we do. Men, physiologically, are the ones who do fight or flight. So if a man gets stressed, the other wants to punch somebody up, or he goes into a cave. Like John Gray said, wants to be left alone in the cave by himself to solve the problem. Now, women don't know this because we think men are just like us. We think he wants to talk about the problem. So we go, is there anything you want to talk about? No, thank you, I'm fine. Now we know something is wrong. We figure he probably wants to talk about it. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? No, thank you, I'm fine. Now we know, categorically, without hesitation, he no longer loves us. It's true, because you used to talk to us all the time in the beginning. You know, in the early days of the relationship, you were Christmas on a stick, I was Christmas on a stick, everything was great. We talk about everything. Now you don't talk anymore. He doesn't love us, he's obviously having an affair. Is that so hard a leap? And of course, the other reason it's so hard for men is because men's brains work so very differently. Like a man will be listening to a woman talk about a problem, and he will get the first 12 seconds. And he will think, right, got the problem. he is going into fix-it mode, because that is what he does. So he goes from the listening particle in his brain to the thinking segment. Once he's gone to the thinking segment, he comes up with a solution and he plans how he's going to articulate this solution. So he goes here and he's just about to speak out when there's another problem. So he goes back to the listening particle, thinking section, next section, next section. Oh, there's another problem. Oh my God. And he does this again. And then it is 84 problems. And at the end of it, the man is exhausted because this is all he's doing in the end. He's just running around and around because she keeps talking about different problems. So we have to understand the differences, which brings me back to moving to be a spirit igniter. So on the count of 3, you're going to go like this. I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. And I want you to look like this, okay? You can't just sit there and go, I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. And if you are sitting next to somebody who's having a little bit of a forward attack or, having trouble moving and speaking, help them. Help them. Because no one wakes up in the morning and goes, how many spirits can I foof today? No one does that. It just happens automatically. They just foof all over the day. So in the nicest possible way, if you're sitting next to someone who can't turn to you and go, I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer, look at them and go, and when you go back to the real world, when you go back to people who aren't prepared for life and developed as you are, and they're foofing, if you can't foof in their faces, then just walk away going, and go home and teach your children about this. I don't know how many of you got children, but how many of you got children? Oh man, nearly everyone. So you've got to go home and teach your children this. See, I specialise in concepts that children can get because it works with adults. And, you have to be smart and you have to have your heart open to get a lot of what Wayne talks about because it's so spectacular. But I deal with the simple. And these are things you can go teach your children to be spirit igniters. And if a child's coming home going, and you can go, foofer alert, foofer alert. This is a no more foofer zone. Anybody want dinner? They're not foofing. See, it makes it fun. When you go to work, make sure that work is a foofer-free zone. Teach everybody at work about the concept of foofing, and you'll find that, it's just easy because everybody gets the same language. Somebody starts to complain, and it won't be you. It'll be someone else going, I think there's a foofer. Yeah, we got a foofer here. And then everybody starts to laugh about it, and you change things. So be very careful of being sophisticated. Because there are some people who become very, very mature and very, very sophisticated. And they think, well, that was ridiculous. Well, she might have been funny, but she was stupid. But it works. This is the stuff that really changes people's lives. And if you want to get joyful, it has to be a conscious, daily, hourly, minute-by-minute effort to remain conscious and do some things differently. So, on the count of 3. Ready? Start going like this. Start smiling. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer.